Recent years have witnessed such a decline in insect populations that many refer to this with the term insect apocalypse. What is causing this decline? A number of things, one being invasive species. So I'd like to begin with these native insects, the dogbane beetle, the milkweed tiger moth caterpillar, the red milkweed beetle, and the small milkweed bug. They are often brightly colored. Why? Because they are among the few insects which can metabolize the toxins in plants such as milkweed or dogbane. They incorporate it into their own bodies, and thus this acts as a deterrent against predators because they are using the plant poisons for their own defense. Thus, these insects have evolved in a close association with specific plants, where their digestive systems have adapted specifically to the defense mechanisms of these plants. It is not as if any plant-eating insect can just eat any plant's leaf. In the same way, consider these sweat bees. They are native pollinators, but look at their size, the shape of their mouth parts. They can only pollinate specific flowers which have the right size and the right structure of their petals. So, in natural environments, there are native species which are specifically adapted to the food items, the predators, the possible competing species, etc., that are also then native to that area. But then humans introduce a new species. Maybe it is a new species of insect, which then spreads out of control because it has no native predators. This is competition that the native species must then fight against. These might be predators which can feed on native insects. This disrupts this natural balance. In the same way, if an invasive plant is introduced, this then is a plant that these insects are not adapted to eat. They aren't adapted to metabolize the secondary toxic compounds that the plants produce. It changes the composition of the leaf litter on the forest floor. It changes the nature of the environment, how much light hits the forest floor, the structures, whether there are more structures that spider webs can be placed on, which are predators. It changes the habitat. In the case of water chestnut, the water chestnut covers the surface of the water, almost eliminating light going inside and making it more anoxic. This affects the food chains there that no longer have algae receiving sunlight on which they can feed. So as humans introduce invasive insects, invasive plants, this can dramatically change the environment in the way that insects experience it, so that this changes their food sources, their predators, the competition that they face, and many other aspects. And so thus, the introduction of invasive species is one of the factors contributing to the steep decline in insect populations.